What's up, everybody? Fabio Fiorentino here with 40 Below Gaming. Just going to be doing some casual work on my personal projects today. So I'm just going to be moving around here, cleaning some stuff up, going to get some priming done, going to get some assembly done, and got lots of stuff to dry brush today. So I'm just going to keep the live feed running, chat about some stuff. If anybody's around to give a shout out, feel free. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do a couple things around here, and then we're gonna get going on today's projects. So recently I traded for a squad of guardsmen, doing a little bit I wanted to just paint up a squad, kind of just put them in my, just throw them in my display cases. No rhyme or reason to how I'm loading them out, just kind of doing the rule of cool thing. They are all Voxcasters. They're just gonna put some special weapons on them. One guy's gonna be a diehard grenadier, so he's gonna have a boatload of grenades attached to him and shit like that. Just kind of doing my own thing. No, again, like I said, no rhyme or reason. But I'm waiting for some bits, so I'm just gonna kind of put those off to the side as another work in progress. Group of models. Okay, yeah, I don't know if I disconnected it all there, sorry. So for today I'm gonna start with some dry brushing, just because I've got a lot of it to do. Actually, you know what, no, I'm gonna start with priming again, because I have lots of it to do. So I gotta realign everything here. It's good. I prime in my room, this spare bedroom. So in order to keep it from, in order to keep this room from really getting any stink, I just open a window, keep the fan on behind me, and close the door, so then the air circulation pushes out this way. There's obviously easier ways to do it, but in this condo, limited space, I make do this way. So I'm gonna move all these paints out of the way first and foremost. Gonna get the box that I spray into up and running. So I've got bunch of warriors to get done. I've got a couple annihilation barges. What else do I have to do today? Some tomb blades, and that'll probably it. So those, and then I'll let those dry, and then I will move on to the dry brushing that I have mass amounts to do. Let's move all these guys out of the way. Okay. So, paint booth is just about ready to rock. Gonna reposition the camera. So yeah, this is all I do, just something that the extra spray hits. Gotta take off my watch, because the last thing I need is that thing getting ruined by spray paint. Once upon a time I had a huge box of gloves, but I have no idea where they have disappeared to. Great timing. Oh, no, there they are. False alarm. We are good. Just going to blame my timers, but we are good. We are good. So, as of last night, the Plains of War GT, that is coming up at the end of May, has one spot left. There is one spot remaining. So if you are looking to come to the event, get that ticket. That's really... We've also, I see Rory's in the chat. What's going on, Rory? I'm excited to say that Rory and I are going to be working on a few other video tutorials. Rory's been really getting into the airbrushing, and he's actually done a very good job, I must admit, in a really short period of time, which is really exciting. So Rory, you guys will probably know from the Dusty Auspex, so he's going to be coming along, and we're going to be probably shooting some live video as well as we're going to try and do some pretty slick video tutorials on YouTube. So if there's stuff that you want to see, definitely post up in the Plains of War on the page there. Comment just saying, you know, with regards to the tutorials, stuff you'd like to see, and we'll see what we can do and see if we can get some stuff done for you guys. Yeah. Other than that, reset at the end of the month. 23rd, it's a Sunday. I will not be there. I will be out of town picking up reroll dice and some other stuff in the States. I'll be there for a week, but definitely go down. It's gonna be the garage sale as well. So if you have stuff you want to buy, sell, or trade, either if you've made arrangements previous to the event, I mean, use the date as a neutral location to meet up. Otherwise, you know, people are picking up and selling models all the time. It's great to see. You know, not everyone can afford new models, but there's a lot of people that take pride in the models they have, and you know, they maybe went on to other projects and stuff, so you can get some stuff at a really good deal. Yeah, so April 23rd is Reset Open Gaming at Reset Interactive Ultra Lounge, and it's also the garage sale. So anyway, back to spraying here. So I'm just kind of shaking up my Mechanica Standard Gray. I used to airbrush this stuff. Oop, losing warriors. I used to airbrush my base coat onto these guys, but this stuff just came out, and it's not exact match as what I was doing with the Vallejo, but it's pretty freaking close, and do it in like a fraction of the time. So I think I got like 20 warriors, about 30 warriors sitting here. So I'm going to quickly bang these out. Very excited about this. I think this will put me up to about 20, 40, 60. I'll be at close to 150 warriors with this batch. So I'm pretty excited. I've got like I said in the notes, I have about 16,000 points of Necrons, and I have no intention of stopping. I am becoming a Necron hoarder. It's actually really fun. I'm enjoying it considerably. I really like only having one army. I used to like having multiples, but I gotta be honest, like, I found one that I just, you know, I really like their style. You know, they used to be really bland, but now with all their stuff, I'm finding they're not quite Eldar in terms of power level, but they definitely have a lot of versatility, and I'm really digging that. So I'm sticking with the Necrons. I'm riding them out. But yeah. Hair does not seem to be moving as well as it used to in here. You know what, ladies and gentlemen, because we are freestyling today, I think I'm actually going to go out on my patio. So, you guys are going to have to bear with me a second here. I'm going to pack this stuff up, and we are going on the patio. Yeah, we're doing it. We're going all out here. I'm going to throw these guys on here. Just give me 2 seconds here, guys. We are literally picking up and rolling out. Actually, I'm not going to do the tomb blades today because I don't know what I want to do with those yet. Got 2 annihilation bars that need to get going too. Yeah. Oh, Horde of Warriors just dumping in the box. Boom. Alright. So guys, I don't know how my camera's going to work outside, but we're going to give this a go. I'm very excited. Gonna leave my coffee. That's dangerous, but I guess you guys are gonna start to kind of see my crib, MTV crib style. Dun, dun, dun. So yeah, nothing crazy here. Whoop. Just gonna go outside. I hope the light isn't too bad. Okay. Ooh. Camera has got to be adjusted. Give me 2 seconds here. Oh, this is such a rando video. Just give me 2 seconds. Whew. Okay, so gotta move the barbecue. Gotta put this stuff down. Gonna grab a table. Alright guys, we are back. We're gonna do this. I'm very excited. Just gonna drop. Okay, so just gonna move all this stuff onto a separate table here. Warriors off. So we're gonna line them up again. It's not too windy out today, so shouldn't be too bad. The lighting's out here is not horrible. Very nice. Very excited. Okay, so I'm gonna line up these warriors again. Oh, the only problem is some of them are now sprayed in the front. That's okay. So yeah, I'm actually have them on bases that aren't the base they're gonna stay on, but it's easier to get them painted and then cut them off their old bases and apply them to new bases afterwards. Especially because the new bases haven't come in yet; they still need to be painted and done up. So, trying to just find all the warriors that have their fronts started, so I can stay with the same grouping. Oh, there he is. Boom. Okay. There we go. Okay, so warriors are ready to go. Here we go. We're gonna get this. Oh, you know what? Forgot my lazy Susan. Give me 2 seconds. Gotta be honest, I've been so excited to get rocking today, I've just kind of dropped the ball. So I'm gonna actually transfer these guys to the Lazy Susan because this thing is boss. Get rid of this ghetto box that I use just inside for airbrushing. Boom, look at that. Oh shit. Way better. Way better. So there we go. Way easier, way easier. So one thing I do find about the airbrush paint, or the base paint from GW is a little thick, so you got to make sure you stay at a good distance. You don't want your models to get caked with. It just doesn't work. So bang out the rest of these. Boom. So, yeah, that is how easy it is with a Lazy Susan. So, bunch of warriors, just busted those out hella quick. Very excited. Let's get these off here because now we got some barges to do. So, like I said, got like 150 warriors. These guys are just kind of, I don't think unless I play a crazy huge game, I don't see myself ever using this many warriors. But doesn't matter as long as I have them. I mean, I have like 10 annihilation bars I'm going to be dry brushing, so whatever. Okay, so those guys are good to go. So I've got the guns for my annihilation barges, so I'm going to plop those down. Now, they've kind of been painted because they were old ones, but luckily they were not, paint's not caked on, so I don't really need to strip it, which is nice. Probably should put this to the side so I didn't have to take up so much space. But yeah, so while I let those dry for a second, I'm going to go through everything one more time. So we've got end of May, first, Plains of War GT, 1 ticket left. So be sure to get your ticket. If you're thinking about it, there's 1 ticket, so don't miss out. Secondly, Reset, April 23rd. It's a garage sale, so don't want to miss out on that. There's open gaming, of course, but there's also people bringing out their models that they're trying to sell. There also may be people looking to buy and trade as well. So if you got stuff, not just 40K, but Age of Sigmar, Blood Bowl, anything. If you got stuff that you want to trade, definitely check out Reset. We've also used a page now. It's called it's a Winnipeg buy and sell page for 40K and Fantasy and Age of Sigmar. So definitely join that. Post up what you got. Say, hey, looking to sell this stuff, whatever. I'm gonna be at Reset. Use it as a way to kind of just advertise what you've got, what you're going down there with. So if people are looking for certain things, they know, hey, it's going to be there. It's a place we can meet up, kind of thing. Really good. Also, we got Dusty Auspex. Dusty Auspex every Thursday. Really simple. Just Dan and Rory, shooting the shit, chatting about anything and everything 40K, Age of Sigmar, rumors, what grinds their gears and stuff like that. It's really good, really funny. Again, not really scripted, more informal, which is great. It's just really interact with the guys on Twitch, so definitely check that out. What else we got? Oh, Rory as well. Rory and I are going to be doing some more tutorial type videos. Going to be starting a YouTube channel with stuff, so be sure to go and find a 40 Below Gaming on YouTube. Follow us. Once we start posting, it's going to be exciting. We're going to try and keep it again informal, just really chill, just kind of more about going through the steps versus worrying about it being super professional. But yeah, so we're gonna a lot of stuff coming up. So like I said, but definitely there's that Plains of War ticket, 1 left. Definitely, if you're thinking of going, don't procrastinate any longer, because this is it. 1 more ticket. Obviously, I encourage people to go on the wait list if you think you're going to want to go, because there's always people that tend to drop out. So if you want to come, grab that last ticket. If you miss out on that last ticket, definitely get on that waiting list early, because I will be contacting people personally if tickets end up available again. So yeah, so let's get back to this. These guns look dry enough to flip, which I am correct, which is excellent. I am going to throw them off to the side this time though, so that I can get the actual barges. Okay, so those are donezo. Neat. So we're gonna go. Got these 2 bad boys to get done. Oh, hello. Well, that's not even attached. I wonder if this one's attached. No, that one's attached. Okay. So again, got these models secondhand, which is always sweet. I too do the swapping when it becomes available. I'm actually gonna paint this attached actually. So pop that on there. I'm gonna quickly move these bits off to the side, let them dry. It's a really nice day out today, so things are drying very quick, which I love. Very convenient for me. Okay, so put those butt up to each other. This one's got its guy in it, but whatever. We can make do. Probably gonna run out of paint here, but I got another one inside. The other beauty of having one army, you just have copious amounts of what you need for that one army. The other really nice thing about a Lazy Susan is you get way more angles just by holding your spray in place and just rotating. Oh. Yeah, we're at that point. So well, that's good. We'll let this dry a little bit. I'll be right back and I go grab another can of spray. Nothing like a fresh can. Okay. So now, ooh, I think I just touched the spot that was wet, yep. So the other tricky part now is you gotta flip these bad boys, because unfortunately, no matter how hard you try, you can't get the undercarriage. Fortunately, so just pop those like that. Kind of goofed. Never do the undercarriage last. Always do it first. But same with like rhinos and stuff. Like never paint the top sides and then flip them on the bottom to paint the undercarriage. Just because the top is the most important part, so you don't want anything sticking to it. Whereas if it sticks to like the treads and stuff of rhinos, it doesn't matter. It's all pro tip for you. So I'm just gonna quickly. The other nice thing about the Lazy Susan is as you rotate, especially when there's paint, old paint on a model, you can it kind of shines through on different angles. So you can always make sure that you didn't miss stuff, which is really important. So I have to say this has been pretty successful. I've got lots of stuff ready to paint. See, like it wasn't too bad, thankfully. That's good. So these are ready to go. I'm going to put everything on this Lazy Susan, and I'm going to move it all back inside, because now I've got a lot of dry brushing to do. I'm not planning on dry brushing much of this stuff today. Ooh, that's not good. These warriors are not done. Actually, we're not done out here. We are not done. So, unfortunately, missed the undercarriages of these warriors. I don't really know. I guess I'm going to lay them down. Yeah, pretty consistently missed that. That's good. We're going to try and get as much of it covered up as possible. I typically don't paint onto models that I've just primed. I usually let them sit. I don't think it's necessary, but I do it because I feel like the primer needs a chance to really settle and bond to the models. So just kind of a pet peeve more than anything, because I'd hate to start brushing my models and like anything start to, with regards to the primer, starts to like move or anything. So I've got all the warriors on this tray now, so you can kind of see, if you kind of angle this way, you can start to see there's a little bit of that beige color that they started. So we can't have that, obviously. That is not the clean one. So I am going to quick spin, make sure we don't miss anything. Now I just want to lift. Yeah, the backsides are pretty decent on these guys. I'm grabbing them by the base because I'm not worried if the bases get smudged at all. So I think we're looking pretty good right now. So I'm going to let those sit there for a second. I'm going to move on back inside. So I'm going to put everything else back on this table that I use inside. Okay. This can stay because that is empty. Alright, so first things first. Gonna move the camera inside, and then we're gonna grab that table and get rocking. So, problem with Hobby Space is it starts to look like this when you want to do a lot of different projects. You keep pushing stuff to the side, and your workspace definitely takes a beating. It's okay. We're going to use the other table that I was just working on. So, I'm going to set this mount back up. Back in its proper spot. Boom. And I'll be right back with the table. Alright, so we are back in, we are back in action here. Okay. What time we got? We got lots of time. Oh baby. Okay, so I'm gonna have some coffee because coffee makes the world go round. We're gonna put this stuff back in the case. Because this is the stuff I will not be doing today. Keep these guys on the lazy Susan and move it. So what's on the docket today is 5 command annihilation barges. Let's actually put these over here like this. So, what I've got happening today now is got 5 Command Annihilation barges and 3 Knight Doom Scythes. Another thing I really like about the Necrons is how there's a lot of vehicles that can flip-flop and be 2 different things. Like that because, you know, it's one kit, and magnets and pinning and stuff like that is a big thing now. So being able to do that nice change-up really easily is something that I definitely love. Oh yes, I don't know who is commanding the 40 Below Gaming tag right now. I imagine it's probably Scott, but it could be Kyle as well, I guess. What's up, man? So, I don't know which Necron compound I'm going to be using. Cool. So now that we've got all of our priming out of the way from the other group, I am going to now delve into that Necron compound is way different than the ones I usually use. This excites me. That means this is going to go a lot smoother. So, I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is my old Necron compound. So it's very, like, dry and granular. The new ones I've purchased are way more of a liquid, which I'm totally okay with. So, I'm finding that a lot with the paints lately. I don't know if it was just a different batch or if it's a new way of doing it, but whatever. Kind of dip a bit of water, kind of loosen up this brush. Oh no, it's still the same. It's just fresh. Very excited. Anyway, so we're gonna start with these little bits here. So I think this is, oh yeah, it's way more. So this is gonna coat really nice. Very excited about this. So the nice thing about my paint scheme, I've talked about it before, is it's very, like, the first few stages are very just messy. Like it's just about bulk application, just getting it on the model, getting colors, because as you build up, it starts to cover more space. So you while you thinking you're missing stuff, you're really not, because once the 7 colors get applied to all the areas, plus the airbrushing on top of that, like, you just don't have to worry. My Necrons are rusty crons, juncticrons. So seeing layers of weathering is pretty much standard for what the effects I'm looking for, which really helps obviously with my technique and that I've chosen to go with, and the outcome. But yeah, so again, for those just joining, just popping in, how's it going, what's going on? Very informal today, just doing some personal hobbying. Lots of Necrons to get done. I'm trying to, with this batch, it'll bring me up to 16,000, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 16, almost 17,000 points in Necrons. So this is about 1,000 points right here, between 5 Command Annihilation barges and 3 Knight/Doom Scythes. Yeah, so earlier I was talking about the events that we've got coming up. Planes of War has 1 ticket left. I repeat, 1 ticket, so if you wanting to get in, get that ticket. If you're still thinking about it, you just want to go on the wait list, that's cool too. and I can contact people as tickets, you know, if people can't make it and stuff. That is always good. April 23rd is Reset. We've got the garage sale going on, so we got open gaming, anything Games Workshop, really. That's tabletop, obviously, which I think goes without saying. We've got, you know, Age of Sigmar. We've got that new Armageddon game. We've got stuff, a lot of stuff coming out. So any games you got, you want to bring them down, definitely do that. Just please post on the War Council page saying what you're bringing down. That way people know, like, if you know, if it's a multiplayer game and you're bringing it down to, you know, demo for people, I know they'll definitely, you know, so people can jump in so they know what's going on. That'd be great. Yeah, so also with the garage sale, we've got same thing, kind of bring anything you got down. There's a page now we have up and running for our buy and sell. It's just kind of, we don't sell anything, but it's a place where people are able to literally just post up what they have, what they want, you know, what they're looking for, what they're looking to trade, stuff like that. It's the it says it's like Winnipeg 40K and Age of Sigmar buy sell page or something like that. If you're in the council, there's a link to it there. If you're not in the council, definitely apply to get in the council. It doesn't take anything. All it takes is you being a part of the, you know, tabletop community. We don't have any retailers in there, specifically because we don't want, you know, people feeling guilted into buying in certain areas or feeling bad for maybe, you know, shopping on, you know, eBay or stuff like that, because I mean, I certainly appreciate the fact that not everyone has $1 million of disposable income. So if they can get their models, you know, secondhand and stuff versus having to buy off the shelf, hey, you know what, power to you. We are not here to discriminate on how you play or how you get your models. We just want people out playing. So, and enjoying each other's company. Bum, bum, bum. So yeah, so that's the Winnipeg War Council page, so be sure to jump in there. As always, we have Rory and Dan on the Dusty Auspex every Thursday. Just heads up that because it's a long weekend, Easter weekend coming up, we will not have a show for you Thursday. However, I'm hopefully going to be able to get some time to get with Rory, and we're going to maybe put together some content for our first YouTube tutorial session. So we might have a live session on Thursday from the Facebook page, and then it will come out as a YouTube cleaned up version maybe in the next week or whatever. I don't know how long the editing is going to take. I've been starting it, trying to get all the intro stuff and the credits going, so it won't take as long to edit, but that stuff's going to be coming to us as well. So you know, Scott, myself, Kyle, really a lot of the guys in the community are really getting pumped up. 40K is in a great Games Workshop period is in a great place right now. They're putting out a lot of cool stuff. You know, they're really listening to the people that love their game, their games, plural. So it's really exciting. It's a good time to get in. It's a good time to just, you know, get out, meet people, and roll dice, shoot the shit. You know, competitive, casual, whatever. But yeah. What else we got going on? I think that's everything. Plains of War, garage sale, Dusty Auspex, Rory's tutorials. We need a name for that. Rory, remember, hope if you watch this, remember we need to think of a name now for these tutorials we're going to do. So we will talk about that. Yeah, lots of stuff's coming up. Very excited. I probably shouldn't be painting my own stuff right now. I probably have something else I could be doing, but it's a nice break to get my own stuff going once in a while. It really helps the juices flow, really get me pumped to, you know, get back into figuring out what we can do for you guys. you know, obviously if there's stuff that you guys want to see, want to do in terms of like events, doesn't matter what kind of events, just if you want something, definitely post it, let us know. As much as we love just running what we like think you guys want, we would much rather run what and hear from you guys and put out events that you guys ultimately want. I know we do a lot of tournaments and stuff like that. We'd like to do some more casual stuff or more casual formats. I think the Highlander was, you know, was pretty good, a good balance. So hopefully we can keep catering to everybody. But yeah. So as you can kind of see, I'm literally just pasting this stuff, not pasting it on, just making sure it's good coverage, but there's no worry about missing areas or being inconsistent in areas, because the idea is the metal is supposed to kind of leak through on my models because they're supposed to be quite rusty. So you can kind of see, like, you'll see the shine, you'll see it all over, but once everything else kind of comes, oh, these aren't even glued in either. What the hell is going on here? Where did I get these? Who did I get these ones from? I don't know. So once we kind of start to apply everything else to these, the primer will begin to disappear a lot more. Not gluing in all your bits. What is happening? So 8th edition. Let's do a little chat about 8th edition and these rumors that are popping up. And I know Rory and Dan talked about them. I thought they're pretty spot on in terms of, like, anybody can say anything at this point, and as long as it kind of jives, it could very well be a thing, and that's absolutely true. But you know, with what is being said, I got to be honest, I don't understand why people are worried about it. Age of Sigmaring is a term that's being tossed around, and honestly, if this game gets Age of Sigmar even a little bit, I think it'll be really good for the game. So, boom, 1. That's all it is. It just takes a long time. You know what? I got 4 monoliths. If this goes well today, if I'm feeling this, I might just bang out everything. This could be a great day, people. But yeah, you know, things like assaulting out of rhinos again. Oh boy, howdy! Like, the meta will shift so much. I really honestly hope that models that the turn they assault, regardless of initiative step, I really hope that they get to strike first. Like that, when I heard that, whether it's true or not, was like one of the freaking coolest things ever. And I say that because, you know, some armies like orcs and even nids, you know, they have this low initiative, and it's hard enough to get into combat, especially in a game that is so focused on shooting, that once you get there, just to like have to attack last is just so deflating. So it will be, especially the whole idea is like, oh, you surprise them, and you usually, there's armies like that will assault not because they're good in assault, but it denies them the bonuses of their assault. So it's like, that is a big surprise. Like, the shock value in that should, I think, warrant you getting to assault first. So stuff like that, super cool. So I'm very excited to, this gun is not attached either. Oh no, it is, sort of. No, definitely isn't. So very excited about stuff like that. You know, as far as codexes disappearing, I've been of the opinion personally, you know, I've been of the opinion that they're not needed. I think Dan touched on this. The printing prices is expensive, and I don't doubt that in the slightest. I can definitely see that being a very valid thing. So to have everything go digital, I think would be really good. Honestly, I feel that it should just be a subscriptions. You pay whatever, call it $5 a month, $10 a month, and whatever new codices come out, any new supplements that come out, you get them, all of them, boom. Because I feel that if everyone has access to everything, they're more inclined to impulse buy models. And I am a firm believer that the models are where GW makes their money, not the books. So that'd be really cool. I don't think they'll go subscription, but at least, putting everything digital, or at least digital and super cheap would be really cool. Like I would love to just be able to, print my own codexes out if I want a physical copy. I've paid GW, they've given me the documents. So if I have a way of, being able to even print it so I can have something physical for myself, that'd be really cool. But that's just me. So the codex thing, either way, not gonna go crazy about it, because I too like having a physical book, especially of the art. I mean, I only play one, so I definitely do like having a physical copy of it. It just makes it easier. I mean, I do have my digital versions and stuff, and I'm always finding that it's just like, to find something that you know where it is, it just takes time to load pages and stuff that really isn't needed. But yeah, either way, I'm excited for 8th. I think a new facelift for 40K is warranted at this point. We've been running 7 for a bit now. Jesus, why are these little bits that are not stuck in? What the hell? Yeah, sorry, lost my train of thought there. Yeah, we've been playing 7th for a while. This is probably not attached either. Yep, I called it. So, I'd like to see some changes. I think changes are good. I really hate all the fear-mongering and whining that's on the internet right now. So don't be a part of that. It's one thing to have an opinion of if something may take a turn for the worse because of a rumor, but don't think it's all bad right off the get-go, because I think it's safe to say that in more instances than not, we have seen things that most people thought were going to be bad, turn out decent, at the very least. So I know, and especially don't discourage people. That's one thing I find a lot of the internet tries to discourage people from, doing stuff. If anyone wants to burn their models, don't do it. I'll buy them. So if you want to get rid of stuff because you think 8th is going to be this crazy stupid thing with no points and and just going to wreck the game and wreck your army, I will take your army. And then when it's proven wrong, I will sell it back to you. Yeah. Look at this, see? That's why I love my paints. Just pumped out 3 Command Annihilation barges. 2 more to go. Lots of work to still do on these models, but I love the getting that first coat after the primer on the models. Oh man, it feels so good. It feels like a sense of accomplishment. What time is it? I don't even think it. I don't know no idea what time it is. I do have to go help my uncle at his restaurant at 4, so I'm going to be banging this stuff out till as long as I can. Because I don't got much going on today. I didn't schedule any games, GW. I maybe should have, but I didn't really feel like going down there today. I know there was a new release and it might have been crazy in the store. But apparently Mark's getting more of that new game in a couple weeks. That's what I heard. So if you missed out today, you will have another chance. I'm still not 100% sold on it. I do think some of the stuff that some of the guys have been saying sound really really cool. Not my it doesn't seem to be my cup of tea just yet. I'm still not fully convinced. I will still probably play, and before having a final verdict. Oh my god, everything is falling off these guys. I love it. These are attached. Oh shit, they are. Yeah. Just gonna keep on grinding this out. Probably gonna try and fix my airbrush today. I probably should wait for Rory, because Rory seems to be the one that really gets that shit fixed properly. But I might delve into it before then, just see what I can manage on my own. Oh, for POW, we're going to be releasing the painting rubric soon with full detail on kind of what to expect and how we look at judging models. We really want to be transparent, and we don't want it to. We don't want to have you guys. We don't want you guys guessing. We want people to, aim for the best, aim to be the best. Really work on your painting techniques. Obviously, everyone isn't great in every aspect, but I would like to think that our painting rubric definitely leaves a lot of room for people to sorry, it doesn't leave a lot of it allows people to still get a good chunk of points just for making the attempt, which is really what we encourage. We really we don't expecting everyone to be amazing golden demon painters, but just to be able to attempt painting your models to a good, nice tabletop standard is really what we're striving for, which we're trying to get people to really enjoy, because I think that's really part of what makes you a good opponent. Everyone's paid the same amount to come in, so they, games may not always go your way, but if you have two, really good-looking armies on the table, get some sweet pictures, have some, fun with the game, roll some dice. I think that's really what people want. If you're playing against a black army or whatever, Project Primer, it just, I don't know. It really takes away from the experience. Maybe not so much for you, but maybe for your opponent, and that to me, kind of would take away from the fun of the game, which I think in turn ruins it is directly can be affect your your sportsmanship. So painting armies, we're definitely going to try and encourage. We're definitely going to get that painting rubric out. We're definitely going to try and encourage everyone to get their stuff to a really reasonable level. Yeah. Oh baby, oh baby. Look at that, boom. Got those 5 done. Next. Nightside, doomsides. The croissants. Thanks for the troll, whoever threw up the croissant. I think it was Ovi, and Derek that decided to go all out on that one, so you guys can both yeah, go shove it. But it was funny. I had a good laugh. I definitely had a Kron Air Army once upon a time. I wish, if anybody has any pictures of it, please post them. That'd be really sweet. I don't know. I should have some somewhere, but I have no idea at the moment. I'll have to look through my millions of 40K pictures. One thing I like about this paint, you can tip the bottles. You're not spilling anything. Literally just slamming this stuff on. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's not the same as my old paint scheme, my old junky Necrons paint scheme, but the other one took way longer, and I actually didn't enjoy painting it as much, so I opted out of it. I sold all those Necrons and went in for this new paint scheme, which I don't think it's as effective, but I enjoy it, doing it way more, which is half the battle. Mr. Ian, how are you today? Who else we got in the chat today? We had Dan. Oh, Dan was in here. Nice. So yeah, everyone's really quiet today. I hope everyone's hobbying. That's why. So my first few planes, I had them closed cockpits, but these ones for now I'm going to leave open, and if I decide to make a change, I can always add those bits to them afterwards. I don't really want to be painting the guys inside, plus I don't believe that you should be in space with your pilot exposed. I realize they're robots, so it really doesn't matter, but at the end of the day, as long as these guys aren't fearless, I don't feel they should be exposed. Would hate for my planes thrown away. No, just kidding. Okay. Look at that. Boom. First plane. Just gives it a little sheen all over. Nothing crazy. Plane number 2. So that one actually is not a night scythe, doom scythe. That one, it looks like a permanent night scythe due to the fact that the beam is, I think it's glued in. It looks like it's glued in. Let's actually check that quickly. Oh yeah, that is glued. With all the interchangeable parts, I don't know why people don't just invest in magnets, but it's none of my business. Oh, how many flyers do I have? 1, 3. I only have 6. Okay, well, looks like we need more flyers. That's okay. That will be something to work towards. If anybody sees anybody that is selling Necrons, please send them my way. I'm always looking for Necrons. I prefer them in bits because I do like converting. So please take note of that, and if you can help me out, I would greatly appreciate it. The other thing I like about this paint scheme is not only that it's really easy and grimy. If you actually run your fingers along my models, it actually feels like rust. The way I do it, the way I build it up with the dry paints, it allows me to kind of, what other paints, and like typhus corrosion stuff, it really makes for the grimy rust kind of bumpy effects, which I really like. I mean, I appreciate the fact that texture isn't something that people really look at when it comes to painted figs, but me knowing that my army really is not just appearing grimy, it actually looks and feels grimy, to me, I think that's just a nice little added feature. I've been told that my paint scheme is way too simple, and my rust, it needs more color to it, which I still don't quite understand. I didn't realize rust always rusts the same way. However, I've tried to branch out, so I'm adding a little more color into my rust now, which is cool. A little bit annoying because obviously I have so many points already done. That's okay. Just means I have to go back and, you know, add to it, which is cool. And that's why this is a hobby and it never ends. I still haven't figured out what I'm doing for my bases yet. I am pretty worried. Like, I really want to change up my bases, but I just don't know what to do. I'm not sold on my bases as they are. If anybody's got some cool ideas, please feel free to message me, help me out. I'd really like to do something really cool with my bases. I just don't know what to do. I am very lost right now with regards to my basing. Yeah. Boom, 2 done. And people have been popping in. The comments have been at an all-time low. What is happening, people? Please, I really hope people are painting, and that is why there's nothing happening in the chat. I know it's a Saturday. I know people are busy. But damn. I find my weeks are nuts in terms of just no time for anything. Always have something on the go during the week. The weekends I find are very slow. I did a nice 7K run this morning, which was really good. Got to go out on date night with the wife last night. We hit up Segovia. It's a tapas place, so you order little things and you order a bunch of them. It's really good. For like $100, we got like 8 different courses and some drinks. It was really good. Great quality food. We got to sit at they were like people were avoiding sitting in front of the chefs behind the glass, and we didn't want to wait a long time to get a table, so we took that spot. And honestly, it was the coolest thing ever. Getting to watch these guys make this food was really cool. They did a really good job. They kind of chatted with us a bit while they were doing their thing, so it was really interactive. It was really cool. But yeah, that was really cool. Ate way too much though. Definitely didn't need to order that much food, but everything was so good. We had duck, we had beef tartare, we had what else? Bison, we had octopus, we had some crazy stuff. It was super good. We had chorizo, we had oh god, I don't know. It was really awesome. So that was my night last night. I had a big food baby, so I was struggling to run today, but had to go for that run. Bum, bum, bum. like I said, guys, it's just all about getting coverage. Like you can see, it is not perfect, but that is what I want. Always aim for less than perfection. Remember, C's get degree. No, that was the last one I fucking promote. Anyway, just gonna finish up these last little few bits here. All the bits that weren't glued on properly. Boom, that's those. Oop. Boom. Okay. That is done. What do I want to do next? Am I gonna get into? I think I am going to. Oh no, we're not done. I've got a spider that I didn't want to do before, and now I think it's time to get this spider. Give him the attention he so very much deserves. I think that's Scott. The woos. What's up, Kyle? I'm surprised you're not playing a game right now. You guys must be at GW, I'm sure. Bum, bum, bum. So I'd say this has been a pretty productive hour. 5 barges, 3 scythes, and a spider in a pear tree. No, getting them all, getting their silver on, getting their first coat. I'm very excited. I'm very excited actually to get some airbrushing tips and tricks from Rory. I'm super pumped to get those segments going. I think it'll be super fun. Rory's a super chill guy to be around, so very excited about that. It's Dan, but on my cell, I cannot switch users. I can delete these attributes. Oh, it's all good, Dan. Not a worry. I didn't know you had admin access, but welcome. Are you at Rory's fixing your airbrush, or are you just trying to fix it on your own? Because I too have an airbrush that needs some TLC, and I have to go to work at 4, but I need to talk to Rory and see if he's around tonight, because I would definitely love to get in on that action, get that thing fixed, because I have a lot of models that are at the stage where they need to be airbrushed. Oh, I had some destroyers I could have sprayed today. Shoot, next time. Okay, so do I want to pump out 4 monoliths? That is the question here, boys. What time is it? Let's check what time it is first. It's 1 o'clock. No, I think I'm gonna leave the monoliths for another go. I'm gonna. It's 1 o'clock. I think I'm gonna sign off. Gonna go get some cleaning done before the wife gets back. So, let me just take a sip here of some coffee. Are you using the airbrush cleaner? Like, you sit that stuff in the airbrush cleaner and that shit comes out like nothing in like maybe 20 minutes. But anyway, so I'm gonna be signing off. So I want to recap. So today we got 5 barges, 3 scythes, and a scorpion. They're a spider. All Necron compounded out with the dry brush. We got 2 annihilation barges and 30 new warriors, all primed up, ready to go. I'm signing off, but John, how's it going, buddy? Good to see you. Haven't seen you around lately. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, so recap. Plains of War GT, 1 spot left. Then there's the waiting list. Please jump on that waiting list, because as people cannot make it, if that happens, I'll start calling people down that list. So don't be afraid to send me a message to be added to that list. Second, April 23rd, Reset Interactive Ultra Lounge is free open gaming. 40k, Age of Sigmar, any specialty game from Games Workshop. Anything go there. It's also the garage sale, so if you have models you want to buy, sell, trade, use that place somewhere to show off what you have, as well as a neutral place to make trades. We have our 40k and Age of Sigmar trading, buying, selling page now. You can find the information for that on the Winnipeg War Council page, which is where gamers from the community go to arrange games, meet up wherever to play. So it's all there. We have Dusty Auspex with Dan and Rory every Thursday. I believe it's at 7:30. No, 7:30, 8:30, something like that. Don't quote me, but it's somewhere around there. Every Thursday. We will not be doing it this Thursday due to Easter. So hopefully Rory and I can get together and put something out for everybody to fill that void this Thursday. Also, following up with that, Rory and I are going to try and start putting a YouTube tutorial videos together, as well as some more live video shoots of airbrushing and other hobby-related ventures for everyone. So if there's anything you're looking to do, please private message or post comments on the 40 Below Gaming page of what you'd like to see. We can maybe comment back and forth. We can see what kind of stuff you'd be interested in seeing, and maybe we can get something going. But without your comments, we cannot do that. So please, we are here for the community. We are here to give you guys as much as we can. So please post what you'd like to see. If there's certain events you'd like us to run, if we can do it, we will do it for you guys. Please go to the 40 Below page, like it, follow it if you can, if you want to be up to date on all the stuff that happens, and also please rate us. Ratings help us in terms of where, when people are looking for 40k related stuff, where the higher rating we have, the more likely our page will pop up higher to the top in search engines. So please, if you haven't already, please go and rate us. Please make some comments about what you like, what you'd like to see more of, stuff like that. Every comment helps. Please like our posts if you like what we're posting for you, so we can get an idea of stuff we need to keep posting, all that kind of stuff. So again, thanks everyone for your support this far. We've actually just had our 2-year anniversary at Reset, which was really cool. So we're keeping that going. It's been really great. We get a lot. We get over almost 25 to 30 people out any given evening. Which is more than some events get in the city, which is really cool. People love the open gaming concept, which is awesome. So if you know people that haven't come out, definitely spread the word. Hopefully we can grow the open gaming thing a little more, maybe get some more tables out, but we need to see more people coming out. So if that doesn't happen, that's cool. Our 8 tables usually fill every time, and that's what we like. We like the consistency. We like seeing people out. We like seeing old and new faces. We like seeing people play people that we don't usually get to see them play against. So if there's one thing I could challenge everyone to do, play different people. Meet people, play different armies, play against different armies. I know everyone likes playing their certain groups. I do too, but branch out. It's worth it, 110%. As someone that goes to tournaments, gets to meet different people, the games that you play against these people, you remember them a lot more. They're more meaningful, especially if it's a new player, not necessarily new to the game, but a new opponent for you. So I definitely encourage that. And yeah, that's it for today. Have yourselves a great weekend. Hope to see everybody out on the 23rd. Actually, I won't be there on the 23rd. I am picking up a bunch of stuff for the Plains of War GT in the States, so I won't be there on the 23rd. But hope to see everyone out. Hope to see a lot of pictures from the event. Otherwise, remember, Plains of War, 1 ticket left. And this is Fabio with 40 Below Gaming, signing off for the day. Take care, everybody. Have a good day. Have a good weekend. Be safe. Happy hobbying.